I'm going to prime my skin with the Glow Skin Beauty C Shield Anti-Pollution Moisture Tint. This does have SPF and vitamin C. I use 2 different shades so I can control the tone. I already did my skincare and moisturized and everything, which, by the way, I've cleared my skin so much. This is a little dark, but it's fine because it's primer. I've cleared my skin so much, so I'm like really getting into Korean skincare. I have very sensitive acne prone skin and it's usually hormonal. Like sometimes I'll go like months or years with like no acne and then I'll get like this flare up that I can't get rid of for so long. But I do feel like in between that my skin is very sensitive and like usually is like congested and stuff. So anyways, I'm really excited about this skincare routine because I feel like these products are truly made for my skin and my skin just feels and looks so much better after using it. So yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm like slowly building my routine because as I introduce new skincare products, I want to make sure if I get a reaction that I know which product. So, but I've only changed 2 products and my skin has cleared so much. So I'm really excited for that, to do like a whole video on like how I cleared my acne. I'm still clearing a little bit, but it's like so much better. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I don't really want a full coverage look, so I am going to like use this as a foundation though and use a beauty blender to apply it. I love this tinted moisturizer and for a while I couldn't use it because my skin was so sensitive, but now I feel like I can and I just love it. So I'm using my beauty blender. This is actually by Glow Skin Beauty. They just came out with their own version of a beauty blender sponge and I like it. It feels very like high quality. So I'm not gonna get a ton of coverage, but I don't really want a ton of coverage. I'm gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in medium for my face, so around my nose. And I like to like go a little bit heavier on the concealer when I don't do foundation because I really don't need coverage everywhere on my face, just like certain areas like right here and then under my eyes. For under my eyes, I'm going to use the Kosas concealer in 5W. And I like to keep it very close to my eye and then do a little bit right here. Okay, with my beauty blender, or my beauty sponge, I'm gonna blend out the Tarte concealer first. And then around here, I always bring it out. I really like the texture of the Kosas concealer. It definitely, I feel like it's the most natural looking concealer I've used. The next 2 that I really like is the Laura Mercier concealer. I got it in like a PR package from them and I really need to like go out and buy it. I don't know why I haven't bought it, but it's like honestly so good. It works really great with the tinted moisturizer like this, and I think oh no, it's in my bathroom. There's like a little bit left. I don't know what I'm saving it for, but it's just so good. It's very natural looking. And then the next one I'd say is really natural looking is the NARS one. And I like that NARS, at least the shade I got. I don't know if they all run warmer, but the one I got was, I feel like they do run warmer. I could be mistaken, but okay, so now it's all blended in. I'm going to go over my eyelids just a little bit. I'm going to do some slight contouring. I haven't done this in so long, but this used to be like the daily routine. First, I'm going to find a brush. I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Beautiful Bronze and then the Morphe M446 brush. I'm just going to slightly contour. This does go a long way, and I just want a little bit. So I'm just doing a little bit at a time. Down my nose, under my lip a little bit, And that's pretty much all I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna slowly blend. Try to avoid to bring it down because that, I feel like that just naturally happens. So I try and like keep it a little bit higher than I would normally want it. So I blend this part first, and then when you feel like the product is really blended into the skin and not as much on the brush, then I go down and blend this part, because if you drag product, it's just gonna get in the middle of your face, and then you're gonna feel like you need to go back in and highlight. See how much better that looks? Like, I just feel like everyone should contour their forehead. And then I'll kind of go in circles sometimes if I feel like it's a little bit harder to blend in. You just have to slowly work with it, and I like to obviously kind of punch it in. Then I always like blend it down. Such a good product, and it's so affordable. Like, I want to say it's like less than $10. And then I always go over my crease when I do my contour for my nose. I kind of connect it all together. Okay, then for the lip, I like to get this temple as well. So now let's set the face. I'm using different brushes because I cleaned all of my brushes, which I really want to do a video on like my favorite Morphe brushes, because I was a part of their like subscription where you get, I think, like 5 to 7 brushes a month. I had that for like a couple years, and then so I just like have so many brushes that I probably don't need. But also as a cosmetologist, I would go to the shows, and Morphe was always there, like before it was popular, and me and my mom would stock up on brushes all the time. So I just have so many brushes from them. I'm going to use the Morphe M106. This is Laura Mercier Bronze 4. It does have some shimmer in it, so I'm going to use it sparingly and just slightly kind of set this. I just want it to glow a little bit, but obviously it's contour, so usually contour is a little bit more matte. But I kind of always blend my bronzer and contour together. I was a really big fan when blush wasn't a thing. Now I'm into it, but I just love the look of just bronzer. For blush, I don't know what this shade is called. I want to say it's like discontinued. I've had this forever, but it's just a cool toned baby pink MAC blush. This is, I don't know what this brand is from, but it's an angled brush. I like soft, or I really like these duo fiber brushes that are more fiber. Like, it's not like this duo fiber. It's, I think there's some natural bristles in there. This one's really nice for blush as well, because the way it applies is very airbrushed. And I really like to start right here, and then I'll bring it down a little bit. I always like to go over my nose. I just feel like it kind of completes it. And then with blush, I always put on my eyes as well, just to make the tones all cohesive. And then a little bit on my forehead too. I'm gonna start setting the rest of my face, just pretty much in my T-zone and under my eyes. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is a Morphe M501. I love these tapered brushes Morphe has. They have one that's a little bit more dense that I usually use as well. This one's kind of more for highlight, but I love how it's very fluffy and I really like this. So I'm just putting it in the middle of my forehead. But I do have to be careful because this area does kind of get cakey. And then I'm going to do right here, just kind of all around my T-zone. For under my eyes, I'm going to try this Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I've never used it. I'm not like super into the bright under eye, but I still want to try it. So I'm going to look up. I'm sure you can bake with this and it's really brightening, but I don't want to do that. But it's very fine, like the powder, so I wonder if that makes a difference when baking, like if it will bake better. I'm going to set my eyelids as well. So for the wing, I'm going to use Laura Mercier. I'm using a lot of Laura Mercier in this video, but this is just a black eyeshadow. And I'm using a really skinny angled brush. I'm looking for the M518. I'm gonna take a little bit of that and I'm gonna kind of build up. I want it to be like not super bold, but just kind of, I don't know, natural looking as much as possible. So I'm gonna do little strokes. And as I get out more, I kind of go lighter. And I just keep going until I feel like there's less powder on the brush and I can go farther. So I'm gonna get those down first and then I'll build upon that. And then I just like to drag it in like this, and then but also kind of blend it at the same time. So it's very like, it's not super harsh. I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow, like a little bit of sparkle. This is the Moonlight Caviar Stick Eye Color by Laura Mercier. Sorry, this is like all about Laura Mercier, but this is such a pretty like gold, like champagne color. And then I'm just dabbing it on my lid, not necessarily going over the wing. And then I'm going to take this like really pretty iridescent, like sparkly color. It kind of reminds me of a snowflake, honestly. And there's a little bit of blue in there, so it is a little bit cool tone. And I'm taking a fluffy, flatter brush and just packing that on just a little bit. I am gonna go in and blend this out like a lot. I'm taking the Morphe G17. It's a dual fiber blending brush, so I feel like it will distribute the glitter pretty well without absorbing anything. This will kind of push it around since it's synthetic. I am going to take a little bit more and put it in my inner corner. And this can be a little bit brighter. I'm going to go back to the eyes. I like to jump around, but like right now I really feel like I just need to do my eyebrows. I'm using the e.l.f. Brow Lift in clear. Okay, now for lashes, I'm gonna curl my lashes and then use my Maybelline Falsies mascara, and then I'm also gonna use a couple individual lashes on the outer corner, And then I think that will be it for the eyes. I actually don't think I'm gonna apply false eyelashes. I think that's fine. You can, obviously. I would just do outer ones, especially since you have a wing. That would be very complimentary to that. But you can do a full lash. You can obviously do whatever. I'm gonna use the NYX Nude Truffle lip liner. Slightly outline my lips. I like how close this is to my natural lips, so I can really blend it out and it looks nice. For my MAC lipsticks, actually I'm gonna fill in my lips with this. And then apply MAC Modesty. This is probably one of my favorite MAC lipsticks, but only when I pair it with a liner. Like, I like how pink this is, but on its own it'd be too pink, but I like how it's very cool tone pink. So I feel like it just is like really complimentary when you match the tones. Like, we have cool tone, cool toned. Where's my gloss? I literally just had it in my hand. Oh. And then I'm going to just apply a little bit of gloss. Okay guys, that is the look. I hope you like it. And I hope you want to try it. I feel like it's like a good twist on holiday makeup, because when we think of holiday makeup, it's usually like red lips, it's like crazy, but I usually just hang out with family. So this is like a fun way, you know, to like add a little bit of glitter and like kind of get into the holiday spirit. Even just like matching your makeup with like the certain tones. Like, cool tone is very winter-ish, so that's always fun if you want to like switch up your makeup, but you like don't want to do something dramatic where like everyone like notices, you know, and they're like, why are you wearing so much makeup? You know, I feel like this is a good example of like how you can do it more natural. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I'll have all the products and everything listed in the description box. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.